Before I get into the main part of the homily, I want to say thank you. And I mean this sincerely. I'm going to be saying it at every Mass this weekend. Thank you. This Easter celebration was a truly wonderful one, beginning with Palm Sunday and working our way through all of Holy Week. A large number of people participated in making it happen, whether it be from the choir, the environment committee, the staff who prepared all the worship aids, and all the other things that go with it. The people who washed and cleaned and decorated, all of those people who prepared the readings and everything else. And if I try to list them all, I'm going to forget some, and it's only going to upset somebody. So I'm not going to try and list them all. I'm going to say thank you, thank you, thank you. It's all of what makes this such a wonderful parish to be a part of. That people genuinely engage and become a part. We had wonderful attendance at all the liturgies, but I think the most important thing was that the people who were here had a profound experience of prayer. That they were able to genuinely worship and to celebrate. Thank you. Because you guys are here all the time. So thank you very much. You too. Do this in memory of me. Every time you come to Mass, at the end of the words of institution, the words of consecration, when the priest consecrates the bread and the wine, when that's done, he repeats the words of Jesus and says, "Do this in memory of me." And we sing the memorial acclamation, the acclamation of memory. And yet, I don't know that we often stop and think about that and how important that is. I had the chance, I was away for 3 days this week. I went down to Pismo Beach and slept. It was great. I got a chance to rest a little bit, and Thursday night, went to the movies and saw Woman in Gold. If you haven't seen it yet, go. Go. First of all, I think most Americans won't like it. Nothing blows up. There's no gratuitous sex, and everyone speaks in grammatically correct English. I don't see how this movie is possibly going to succeed at all. But it's a cinematographically lush movie. It is absolutely beautiful. But go as a Catholic. And I say this because the roots of our Eucharist are there. And it flows through every scene of the movie. I'm not going to talk about the movie because you have to go see it. I don't want to ruin it for you. But I am going to talk about remember me. Remember. Remembering is such an important part of our human experience. You know how frustrated you get when you walk into a room and you say, why did I come in here? Or you head out someplace and you're saying, man, was I going to the drugstore or shopping? And we like those all-in-one places, so if we get there, we get lost and we forget. Sooner or later, if we walk around, we'll figure it out what it was we were looking for. Our memory, to remember. And yet, when we come here to Eucharist, it's not just about, oh good, Father's going to do something from the Last Supper, and we're going to have, we're going to get Mass, and we're going to get host and wine. Oh, isn't that nice, No. You and I step out of time when we come to this. My microphone's not behaving. We step out of time. And we step into Kairos, sacred time. And in this moment, we are one with God in the celebration of his passionate love for us. Yes, we talked about Eucharist last week on Holy Thursday, but I think it's vitally important to talk about it today. As we continue this celebration of Eucharist, we can be a lot like Thomas in today's Gospel, who because he didn't, I want to taste, touch, feel, I want to see it, I want to put my hands right there. And then when we're confronted with it, we get embarrassed. And yet it's Eucharist that allows us to do that. We have a unique faith in the Eucharistic Christ. We have a unique faith in the presence of Jesus Christ under form of bread and wine, who is with us here every single day. It's not like, okay, he kind of somehow or another comes down during Mass, and we're all here at Mass, and it's special, and then we leave, and it goes back to being bread and wine. No. Once the host is consecrated, once the wine is consecrated, it remains the body and the blood of Jesus Christ. Soul and divinity, humanity, all here with us, unique. God's presence with us every moment of every day. And it is an opportunity for us, even if we're only here for Sunday Mass, an opportunity for us to take this, step out of this kairos moment and back into chronos, regular time. To step back into what's going on. And remember that no matter where we are, we carry the living God within us. It gets manifested, as I started out by saying thank you to everybody. It gets manifested in the ways in which we show hospitality, in the ways in which we show generosity. Today, the Heart and Soul group was working down at Dorothy's Kitchen. An expression of Eucharist, an extension of this experience. All of those things that you and I do every single day with our family, with our friends, and with all of those people around us, those are moments of Eucharist. We're living it out. But it begins with do this in memory of me. We gather to remember. This is not just a celebration of life after someone's dead. This is, in fact, a stepping into the life of that person, into the death of that person, and becoming a part of it. There's no scientific explanation. There's no logical explanation. There's no, easy book that you can pick to understand it. You have to experience it. And that's why I say thank you. Because in all of the things that all the members of the parish did to make this possible, you helped us to experience what Thomas doubted in today's gospel. That the Lord of life, Jesus Christ, risen from the dead, is present here. And what we do to remember.